The year was 1866. The most costly war in American lives had just ended, leaving the country divided and nearly no one without loss of family and friends. Yet amongst the tragic aftermath of this Civil War, on April 25, 1866, women in Columbus, Mississippi laid flowers on the graves of both Confederate and Union dead. This practice quickly spread across the South, and 2 years later in the North, General John A. Logan issued a proclamation calling for Decoration Day to be observed annually and nationwide. However, America did not completely unify over the holiday until another war. A great war. A war to end all wars. Now simply known as World War I. Over the course of this war and its sequel, Decoration Day changed from just remembering the lost Civil War soldiers to honoring all fallen American soldiers, past and present. Along with this change, the holiday became more widely known as Memorial Day, and it was celebrated on the 30th of May until 1971, when it was changed to the last Monday in May. A 100 years ago, in 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice was declared that finally brought the Great War to an end. Armistice Day was celebrated yearly around the world, including in America. It became a national holiday in the United States in 1938, just before the outbreak of the next Great War. After that conflict, a veteran of World War II named Raymond Weeks pushed for this holiday to celebrate all veterans rather than just the dead of the First World War. In 1947, Weeks successfully led the first Armistice Day celebration for all veterans. 7 years later, General Dwight D. Eisenhower signed this holiday into law and changed the name from Armistice Day to Veterans Day. Weeks continued to lead the celebration of Veterans Day until his death in 1985. And President Reagan honored Weeks for his enormous contribution to the holiday with the Presidential Citizenship Medal and the title Father of Veterans Day. Veterans Day has continued to be held on the 11th of November to this day. After World War II, in 1947, the Department of Defense was created to unify the military branches. With this new combined leadership, in 1949, Defense Secretary Lewis Johnson announced that the previously separate Army, Navy, and Air Force days would be combined into one Armed Forces Day, to be held on the third Saturday in May. As Truman is often attributed with stating in his February 27, 1950 presidential proclamation, Armed Forces Day, Saturday, May 20th, 1950, marks the first combined demonstration of America's defense team and its progress under the National Security Act toward the goal of readiness for any eventuality. It is the first parade of preparedness by the unified forces of our land, sea, and air defense. Memorial Day, to remember those who gave their lives in defense of this country. Veterans Day, to honor all who have previously served in the military. And Armed Forces Day, to celebrate the men and women currently in military service to our nation. So honor and remember all these brave people, because without them, we would not have one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.